JC.
So almost every month we do like a work ride. This month we're doing a work race. We're going at different times based on our speed. So JC set off, I've got 2 minutes, then I set off, then 3 minutes later Charles sets off, and then 2 minutes after that Luke sets off. We've already got Ian set off 35 minutes ago, and Lex should have set off about 20 minutes ago. So they're already doing it. It's 3 laps of a 7 and a bit mile loop. And in theory, we should all then be finishing at about the same time. We shall see. So I've just passed Ian on his second lap. Probably about almost exactly halfway. I think it's, at the minute it's working, if he can hold that pace. He might be slightly ahead. I went out quite hard, so I'm 5.5 miles in to a 7 and a bit mile lap. I'm pretty tired already of a 22 mile race. It's gonna be tough. This is lap 1 finishing, 2 to go. What I didn't know at this point was how close behind me Charles already was. So even though I had a 3-minute head start on him, this is maybe about, I don't know if it's even a mile in to the second lap. And as I had to slow up and pretty much wait for these red lights, I heard Charles's voice behind me already. He said, "Go on."
Absolutely fucked.
Huh?
Absolutely fucked. 1 lap in.
Which was quite disconcerting, considering I thought I'd been pushing quite hard. I'd even thought maybe I was a bit quicker than I probably should have done. And he was already behind me, and obviously he came by. So as he came by, I thought, I've just got to stay on his wheel. I have to just stay on his wheel. I've got no choice. I don't know how much it might hurt. I was going to jump on his wheel, which is what I did for lap 2. I spent all of lap 2 on his rear wheel. And this is down the fast sort of back straight of the lap. And actually we caught a glimpse of JC up ahead. So Charles kept pushing, I just sat on his wheel, taking it quite easy in his draft. You just see JC there. And we caught him into Welham Green, which is kind of about halfway through the race. 10.5, 11 miles of the sort of 22 mile lap race. There it is. Lap 2. Well, on to lap 3. 2 down, 1 to go. So as we started the third lap, I thought, I don't know, I can maintain this pace. And I thought, I'm not sure that Charles can. I reckon Charles is quite tired. If I go past him, I think he'll just stick on my wheel and then I can set the pace. So I did that. I went to the front and I eased up the pace a little bit, and Charles sat behind me, which he thinks cost him the second place, because as we were turning the corner onto the climb, so it's like a 2-mile climb to the finish line, he'd been saying, I can see Luke behind, I can see Luke behind, and sure enough, there was Luke chasing me down. So Charles had gone at this point. He was still visible. As Luke passed me, I thought, well, I've got to do the same thing again. I've got to just stick onto Luke's wheel. So for a mile or so, I managed to cling onto the back of Luke's wheel, drafting off Luke, and together we were closing Charles in. And I thought, thought, I don't know how long I can do all of this. It doesn't look much of a gradient, but there's a few percent climb the whole way. And then up ahead we could see Lex. I think that gave Luke a bit of an extra sort of spurt of energy, and he left me behind. As they passed by Lex and I passed by Lex. And it was just left for them two to sprint it out. For what turned out to be actually for second place. Because well done to Ian. Ian had come in first about 4 minutes before us. So we'd miscalculated a little bit, but I think for four of us to finish so close together, it worked really well. I'm shattered. I didn't even podium. Why, haven't you been here long? What is this?
I've got pins and needles off.
Well done. Woo!
Lex.
Here comes Lex.
He was like, yeah.
Well done, Lex, well done.
I only took a wrong turn, didn't I?
You what?
I only took a wrong turn on my first lap.
Yeah.
I missed the turn on the second lap. I had to go back.
No, that little slip road, I went straight.
I started my thing too late. So busy trying to think about getting to traffic, and then the fucking coach pod. Did you see that as well?
Yeah.
And there's another.
So
How comes I did 22.13?
Yeah, that's about right.
I did 1 hour, 2 minutes, 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. How are we feeling? He's out for a casual ride, look, JC is. Well, heart rate's 117 at the minute actually, so quite a hard ride.
that was hard.
So there we go, all done. We finally got our breath back and in order. Ian was the winner. Whee! Luke was second. Charles, myself, Lex, JC. And it generally worked quite well. We all finished pretty much, I mean the four of us kind of see each other, so we were crossing the line really. So
We're all winners.
everybody's a winner.
Cycling is the winner.
Hey.